Yes, today we have to start one more topic, Human Genome Project of chapter 6. Right? What is genome? You know the genome, all of you know about that, how many chromosomes in our body or in that nucleus. You can see we are talking about the one nucleus is there. Suppose in that we have got 23 pairs of chromosomes. Right? 23 pairs are, suppose these chromosomes are paired chromosomes, right? 23, and the last pair that will be having, that is a hetero, means that is different, means here like this you can say. Okay, so now then that will be 22 pairs are 22 pairs, these are known as autosomes. What are these known as? Autosomes. And the last pair or 23rd pair, that is also known as allosomes, or it is also called sex chromosomes, because these are homozygous pair, right? Both are, all these are homozygous, but this is heterozygous, means that will be homologous chromosomes in homozygous and heterologous. Now that is different chromosomes are there, X and Y, because that will be, these are XX, 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 and this one X and Y, this one X, this one Y, that is heterologous chromosomes. These are different and these are known as allosomes. So now when we talk about this Human Genome Project, genome, first we want to know about what is genome. Now that genome is in the 23 pairs in haploid cells, means in haploid cells, whatever the natural nitrogen sequences are there, or what are the genetic informations are present in these, you know that will be one a paternal side, other one is a maternal side. So in that one sided, whatever the sequences are there, total sequences, that is called genome. Means all about genetic informations or sequences which are present in any haploid cell. So that is called genome. So here we are talking about Human Genome Project. Now that human genome means in our body, means in our haploid cells, whatever the sequences are present, we are analyzing them, we are studying them, in that whatever we are doing in this, under this project. So this project is known as Mega Project. What is known as Mega Project? Mega Project means very huge, right? It's very huge. That is also called, why it is called, the reasons are there, why it is called Mega Project. First it was started in 1990, right? Means that will be 1990, and that estimated time is 13 years. Means it was started in 1990, right? And it to be completed in 13 years, it will, after 13 years it will take time, and then it means it will be approximate, means after 13 years, it means that will be in 2003 it should be completed. But now what happened there, in that all chromosomes are, we measure all sequences, all data sequences of these haploid cells we have covered, but only chromosome number 1. Now chromosome number was remaining to be left for sequencing. So now that last chromosome, only one chromosomes, that is chromosome 1. Chromosome 1, that is, means it will be remaining after this 2003, and that chromosome was chromosome 1 sequencing completing in 2006. Right? That's what is a very Mega Project. Means 2003 should be completed, 13 years. That is very, means number of years are, and then 3 more years are included there. It means total 16 years. So now then that's why it is called Mega Project. One is there. Second is there because time consuming. It will take time. Second reason is, next reason is there, that will be, means in haploid cells, in human haploid cells, how many base pairs we have? These are 3 into 10 raised to the power 9, right? So then sequencing of one base pair, it will take in US dollar when we talk about, so then it will take US dollar with 3 for per base pair, sequencing for per base pair you can say, or you can say one base pair sequencing cost is $3, $3. So total cost of the whole human project, that will be 9 billion. Again, it is too much, too costly is there. So now then, that's why it is called mega project. One more reason, when we talk about all these sequences what we have found in that human genome or in a haploid cell, when we type it in a book, right? So suppose we are taking 1,000 book, right? 1,000 books are there. Sorry, 1,000 pages are there. In one book, how many pages are there? 1,000 pages are there, and that 1,000, each page contain 1,000 words. Each page contains 1,000 words. Again, too much at that one. It's too much. Means 1,000 pages are there, and in each page 1,000 words are there. When we want all those informations, what we have got from this, and whatever the base sequences informations, now then if we want to type it, so we want, if in one page 1,000 words are there and 1,000 pages in one book, so then if in that total books will be consumed, that is 3,300 books. When the all informations what we have got, that will be typed in a page, that page having 1,000 words, and then that 1,000 pages collectively, then that will make a one book. So then in that way, it means all those sequence informations which we have found out, now that will be written in typing form, and then 33 books are required for storing all these data, all these informations. So now that is again, it's too much. So because of these reasons, we are calling it mega project. First reason is there, that is it will start in 1990. It should be completed in 13 years, but because of only one chromosomes that is remaining to be sequenced or to know about that. So now that will be chromosome number 1. That will be that was completed in 2006. Before that, when all work is going on, will be in a stipulated time, or in that given time, that should be 2003. Because 13 years are there, it started in 1990, then it should be completed in 2003. But what happened there? It will be only one chromosomes are left. So one chromosome is left, that is completed, that was completed in 2006. So the number of years, total 16 years are consumed for this project. So then it is called mega project. Second reason is there, we know that in human haploid cells, we have got 3 into 10 raised to the power 9 base pairs, and when we see the cost, one base pair storage or data, that will cost will be $3 US dollar. So total these pair, you can multiply that one, we will get 9 billion cost. So then second point, it is very costly, too lengthy, time consuming. Second one, too costly. Third reason is there, when we want to type it, all these informations we want to type in a book. So in one book, when we are taking one book which has 1,000 pages and 1,000 each page having 1,000 words, so then we can see that total 3,300 books are required for storing all these informations what we have got, what we have found out in this. So because of this reason, we are calling it that is a mega project. For this study of these, one more, during this study of these, all these sequences, we have got one more branch of science, that is bioinformatics. What is that? Bioinformatics. That is a process of formation of software, right? Formation of software, where we can all data, where we can store data, analyze store data, analyze in computerized form, and then that branch is called informatics, bioinformatics means all these informations which we are means just the one software we have to develop. In that software, all informations, all data which we have got from this project, it will be stored and analyzed. So that branch is called bioinformatics, and that is because of this all this. Then we have got this one branch, right? So now then next is there means you know that is a mega project. Only one country cannot do that one. It means there is a contribution of the different countries. So now then this human genome project is means number of countries contributed there. First of all, it was started in US, right? In US particular department is there. Just see that one. These are, suppose this is HGP, right? HGP. Now then first in US, Department of Energy, and means that contributed in US. Now then second, National Institute of Health, National Institute of Health. These two departments from US, they participated in that, or they are doing work in this field or in this project. Now then later on, then one more, Wellcome Trust in UK, Wellcome Trust in UK. They also contributed in that. They have also done that already in this project. Now then beside these two, US and UK, other countries are there. They are total, you know, France, then Germany, then China, then France, Germany, China, and one more country is there. In that total means we have got US, that is US, that is UK, and that is France, Germany, China, and one more country, I forgotten that one that we can see that book. Now then in the book, that is everything is from NCERT. Now then Japan, right? France, Germany, China, and Japan. These four countries, and this one 5 and this one 6. Total 6 countries are participating in this project. So you see that all this work is not only US, not only in UK, means few sequences of these chromosomes in one country, few sequences in, means you know in different countries are having the different lab condition. Means some are smaller labs, some are having large lab. So that according to that lab facility, now that the few work there, this UK is doing the few work that will be done, these two departments. Now then these 4 countries also participating in that. So now it means that is a very, means it will be mega project, because it is a mega project. So number of countries are participating, and then they are sequencing human genome project. Clear beta? First again recall that one. First one, that is called mega project. Well, first of all, genome. What is genome? All those basic chemical or nitrogen basis sequences which will be present in one haploid cell, that is called genome. Because both homologous chromosomes are there, one pair, so one pair the single chromosome that is having. So now then that will be all these, that genome is, in this project we are studying about the all sequences in the human chromosomes, all those whatever we have got the 23 pairs of chromosomes. So then we will do, or we will see that how it will be done. Now then it will be very costly, because the one base pair cost is $3. So the 3 into raised to the power 9 is 9 billion. It's too costly and too time consuming, because 13 years approximate or estimated time period is given when it was started in 1990. But it will take 13 years. After 13 years, 3 more years. Because 3 more years only it will be one chromosome number 1 is left. The chromosome number is the 1, 2, 3, that is the sequence which are arranged in our nucleus. So the chromosome 1 is left, and rest of the all chromosomes are, sequencing of all those chromosomes are over. But because of this 3 more years are there. So it is time consuming also. Then we have seen that one, when we are typing all these sequences, we want to store that all these informations of base pairs or sequence base pairs on chemical sequences in typing form. When we want to type all those informations in that, so we want one book having 1000 pages, or that each page is having 1000 words. So then total near about we require or we need 3300 books. Again it is too costly. So now then because of these reasons we are calling it mega project. Now then one more branch of science will be arising during this project, that is bioinformatics. That is the formation of that process where we are forming a software. We are developing a software in which we can store our data, our stored data and analyzing them. That branch is called bioinformatics. So now the next topic of this human genome project, that will be, that is goals. What are the objective? What do we want for by doing this one? It's too costly affair and too time consuming is there. The number of countries are participating in that. So it means it's a very costly affair. So now then why we are doing this? What are the objective? From which for this we are doing this HGP. In your class 12 syllabus, one human genome project is there, HGP, one more project is there, that is rice genome project. Means one is from human being, one from plants. So now we will talk about this one, the goals of human genome project. Right? When it means that is a goals, means objective. First one, that is determine the, means we have to determine how many genes are present. To determine the genes, 20 to 25,000 genes in human DNA. Means we want to see that how many genes are present in one human DNA. So then for this we are doing this project. Second one is there, and now then how many chemical sequences are there? To analyze the, you can say to analyze the base pair sequences in human DNA. Okay. Now third one, that will be all these informations what we have got, that will be stored in a database or in a computerized, or store all data or informations in database, or you can say that will be computerized. So then we are developing a software, bioinformatics, when we are developing a kind of software where we can store all these database. Now then fourth one, improve a tool for this technology. Right? Means what can we use for getting these sequences, for doing that all these work, in what way. So then in this project we are developing improving our tools. Now then fifth one, that will be, we can transfer our knowledge or transfer of this technology by which we are doing this all these sequences or human genome or human DNA sequences. So now then that will be transfer this technology to other sectors. Maybe those sectors will be, maybe those sectors are, what are those sectors? Industries, agriculture also, right? These are the one more, the last important point that will be, that is first you say determine the all sequences near about 20,000 to 25. Earlier we were thinking about that in human DNA near about 1 to 1.5 lakhs genes are present. But after this sequencing all, then when we have done this, completed this human genome project, then we have found that then in this human DNA only these 20,000 to 25,000 genes are present. right? Now then, this is a one more information. By doing this project, we know about this. Now then, the last one is a one more term is the LC, ELSI, LC. First you will write here full form of this. LC, ethical, legal, L for legal, and social issues. Means in this project we can address, means that is address a different ethical, legal and social issues, means which may arise during this project. Means sometimes some problems are there, maybe in society, maybe in that some legal technicality is there, maybe sometimes the ethical is there, ethics are destroying, or maybe any question in society anyone can raise the question. So now then, by this sequences, by this project, we can solve, we can address the ethical issue, legal issue and social issue, right? So these are the goals. By conducting this human genome project, we want to determine the number of genes, how many genes are present. Then we want to analyze the base pair sequences. Then we want to store all these information in database or in a computerized form. Then we want to improve a tool for this technology. We have developed a bioinformatics. Now then, transfer this means not only the human, we are talking about the human genome, but not only this field, we have to transfer this technology. Means how can we transfer? When we study about this, then how we can transfer these informations in that maybe industry, other sector, industries or agriculture. As I told just now, we have told, means one more project is there, that is rice genome project, which is not in your book I think, but in your syllabus that will be. So now that we have taken the plants, so we are talking about the agriculture. We have written agriculture, means in that it will be this technology, not only in a human genome, that will be also beneficial in rice genome. So first when we have done this in human genome, so then we can talk about the DNA of rice plant, a paddy plant. So now then that will be, we can solve all these, right? So now then next one, goals are there, then advantages, right? Means beside these information, that is also our objective. We want that all these are beneficial for us, but beside these we can diagnose, treatment of diseases from this human genome project. Means what will be there in that genome project, when we sequenced all chromosomes, all 23 pairs of chromosomes we sequenced, so then we know that which one is a defective gene, which we can change, then we can use the biotechnology also. So now by studying of these, we know that which number of chromosome, maybe defective chromosome 1, maybe 3, maybe 4, now that in any number. So by knowing this one, we can easily detect that disease is because of that chromosome number. So now then we can diagnose, by this project we can diagnose, means that is a test, we can say, diagnose, treatment of different types of diseases, right? Different types of diseases. So these are the goals. So first, why it is called mega project? The reasons are there, because all these questions are in board exams. Now then, what are the goals? Why we are doing this one? Why we are taking this too costly? Now then, which countries are participating? How many countries are participating in this, are contributing in this? So now then, come to the next methodology. How can we do this, right? How can we do this? Now that sequencer, as you know that, you can say that is also called methodology. Right. There are two methods or two approaches are there. Right. Two approaches are there. One is a EST, estimated sequence tag, EST, and that one is a sequence annotation. these two, all these are given in your book also. You can see in your book is there, that is, that it will be methodology. It's again I am telling 3 marks question in board exam. Now then that will be EST is given there, and second one is a sequence annotation. Now then how it will be, okay. So now we know that DNA sequences are there. You know this one, suppose this is a DNA. Just try to understand beta. These sequences are there. Now in that sequences, in the two cases are there, and EST, that is the full form, estimated sequences tags. Estimated sequence tags, ESTs. Okay, so there are 2 methods are there. One, that is estimated sequence tag. Second, sequence annotation. These 2 are there. Now then, when we see that DNA, from DNA what we are getting? RNA. RNA early we miss. First of all, what we are getting? hnRNA, right? And then hnRNA means that will be some exons are there or some introns are there. Means you can say then some exons and some introns, right? As you know that. And now then in that case also, that will be, means what we can say, in exons and introns, that will be in RNA. When we talk about the DNA, so in DNA that sequences are there, but all those sequences are not to be transcribed. Mostly what are genes? The genes are those which can be transcribed, or which are going to transcribed in RNA, right? That is a gene. So now here sometimes in a DNA, now then some are useful, some are useless. Now then cystone, which I have told about this. Now then in that cystone means which is going to be transcribed. This one is going to be transcribed. So there are 2 methods are there for this Human Genome Project, how we have sequenced. So the one is there, maybe this one, estimated sequence. Now in that case, what we are taking only the estimated tag. First we know that which genes are important, or you say which are going to be transcribed. So we are taking only these pieces. Estimate tag means हमने tag कर दिया, tag ले लिया, tag करके कि that these are the going to be transcribed, and then we have studied these are only these. Second is that was sequence annotation. Annotation is here what we are doing. The whole segment means the whole DNA we are taking. We are sequencing. We are not taking care about that is useful or useless or useful. But we are taking the whole. So that is the most, means you can say everyone will be favor this technology or this sequence or this method, sequence annotation. While that will be also, but it will not be, means here we are tagging that. First we are marking it, this one it should be, then we are doing the function. Now then here what we are doing, in the whole DNA we are sequencing. Now then means all those sequences are there, we are taking it. Now then the process is there. This process, whatever given here in this chapter, that we have to do in that biotechnology. Most of the methods are that is used in biotechnology, but here also given that only we are in short we are telling this one, sequence annotation. In sequence annotation, in that we will see that one sequences. First we are taking the whole sequences we are taking, right? Then we are amplify it. Then what we are doing there, here we are only small pieces are there, so we will you can say we will increase their number. That number we can do by 2 ways. Means that one DNA fragment is very small, it is not sufficient to study all these sequences, but that is a very huge or mega project. So now then we want number of copies of DNA. So these 2 number of copies we want in what way? So then we want this one to put in that where that can multiply. Suppose we can use this one, some prokaryotic cell or bacterial cell. We are putting this one in a bacterial cell, but how can it will be? So you remember that in prokaryotic cell we have got a plasmid is there. Plasmid is circular DNA. In that circular DNA we will attach this sequence which we want to study. Now then, that is a vector. That time that bacteria, suppose this is bacteria, in that bacteria that is a plasmid. In that plasmid we are attach this DNA, and then it will multiply. When the DNA will replicate, this plasmid will also replicate. So then in that way we are getting that number of copies are there. So we are getting by the natural method, you can say natural multiplication method, and then we are getting number of copies of that sequence. Which sequence we want here? These are. Right. So now then number of copies we are getting by using vector. This is, we can say, vector. And second, in lab it can be done, that is our PCR. PCR technique, biotechnology, we will see that one more technology. In that also in lab we can increase these numbers. So now then that PCR polymerization chain reaction we will see in detail in chapter 11. So now then here we will see that we have got number of copies are there, right? Now then in that what vector we are using, where which plasmid we can use, there are two bacteria. When we are using bacteria, just I had given this one, that is called BAC, and sometimes we are using yeast also, then YAC. Sorry, when we use, you want to write full form of BAC and YAC, that is called BAC, bacterial artificial chromosome, and that YAC is a yeast artificial chromosome. Means that we are using it as bacteria. When the natural method, when the bacteria will multiply, automatically those all sequences which we are attached in that plasmid, that will also multiply. And YAC is the one we have used prokaryotic cell, one we have used eukaryotic cell. Both are artificial. We are using it for increasing the number of copies of required sequences which are present in DNA. Okay, because we are taking the whole DNA. So now then, after this, how these will be arranged, sequenced. So then in next class we will see how it will be sequenced. So first again we are recapping this one. Sequence, they are methodology. These are methodology and sequence annotation. Now then two methods are there for sequencing these required, or you can say all the nitrogen bases information. There one is estimated sequence, other one sequence annotation. Now that will be only, we are taking only required piece. We are using only tagging. We are tagging it which one is useful, which one is not used. So then that we are using only useful. Now next when we have seen sequence annotation, in that the whole DNA we are copying it by using a natural method, and then in the way we are using BAC and YAC, bacteria artificial chromosome we can say, and yeast artificial chromosomes we can say. Now then another method is, that is a PCR, which will be done in lab. In chapter 11 in biotechnology we will do the PCR technique in detail. So now then that method are using only to increase the number of copies of those required sequences. Okay, so then next topic we will take, then that will further how it will be sequenced, what are there, means what we have got from this human genome project. Okay, in next class.